guests here tonight, so feel free to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Tiana. Come on, that's my boy Logic.
What's up? I'm Lamont Coleman. They call me Logic, but I prefer Lamont. Just saying that on record. So y'all get it right.
I called him the wrong name.
Yeah, so
All right.
yeah, it's all good, man. I don't know where to start. It's just gonna be just a fun day, a fun night here on What You've Been Missing. I mean, Tiana, I was researching a little bit. I was seeing that you're kind of, yeah. I gotta make sure I'm knowledgeable on air. But it did seem like you were pretty new on the scene. I think June 2018 is when I seen the YouTube channel came out.
Yeah, I'm fresh. I'm on the scene.
So, like, what led you into finally becoming, like, an actual artist and producing, making music, excuse me?
Nah. I don't know, man. It's like, I'm drawn to music. I really enjoy it. It's like, if you're going to live life and just do something, why not do something you enjoy? And I enjoy music.
Follow your passion.
Yeah. Right. It's fun. Have fun in life, to be honest. I know you having fun. Right? Every day accentuate that.
I mean, you can't live life without having fun. That's just point blank, period. Like, of course, you're going to have to, like, work and all of that, but you got to have fun when you work. And
oh, yeah. Like what you do.
Get your bread, but also have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
If you can do both, like, y'all, even better.
Facts. If y'all...
He's like, that's what I'm doing.
And then, Lamont, for you, just how'd you come in contact with Tiana?
Through Eddie. And I met Eddie, her label. I met Eddie through Surge Side at Platinum Sound, through Jerry Wonder. And I was in the studio working on something, and Surge was like, you got to meet Eddie. He has a label, he has these dope artists and stuff. And then Eddie introduced me to Tiana, and it was just like instant, like, little sister vibes and fun in the studio, laughing, making music. I was like, this is easy.
This is easy. That's
no, some artists is like, okay, this is difficult. But no, you're not complicated. Thank God.
Maybe I will. I'll be nice.
I mean, I definitely did see the vibes off of everything off the air right now. Before we got on the break, it was just a whole lot of laughs, a whole lot of fun and all that. And then, Tiana, for you, your first single, Resist, it was pretty good. Was it Resist?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Well, but there's so much more stuff coming out. Like, that's only one part of me. Like, it's gonna grow and it's gonna get better than the next and to the next.
So
just scratching the surface.
That ain't nothing. Stay tuned for that.
So for the people who don't really know you and know your music, what exactly what genre are you doing? What are you putting out there to the world? Who are you emulating?
Like, I'm a mix of everything, because I am Spanish, so I'm trying to rep it more. So, like, I'm a mix of, like, Latin pop, but, like, with R&B and hip-hop, real chill. Like a Spanish Kehlani or, like, it's something cool. Relax. Chill.
Is there any artists in, like, the Spanish or Latino industry that you're emulating right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, like, Becky G's my girl. Becky G's fire.
Yeah.
J-Lo, shy. J-Lo's alright.
Like hot, like...
I thought you
hot, like, she's good.
Music way or man way.
We're like the same age as her, right? She's like 20, right?
She's
very young.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then she's singing out those songs with Mayores and all that stuff. And you're just
know.
like, I'm a little uncomfortable. You're still 20.
21.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's good. It's right.
I approve. It's okay. Yeah, but no, her. I didn't know. Yeah, Natasha's cool. Like the girl she does pajamas with.
Yeah.
They're cool.
And
I like Bad Bunny
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But guys.
Bad Bunny's one of the hottest artists right
Word.
now.
Right, yeah. He's crazy right now. Everybody wants to get on the track with him. They want to get on his remix, and people want to hop on the remix. It's like, what? That's crazy.
Good stuff coming out. So is there like any artists you would like to work with in the Spanish industry? In the Spanish and Latin industry?
Well, Becky G, she's fire. Becky G's cool. I would love to work with, what's his name? Maluma. He's so awesome. He's dope. Nicky Jam is dope. J Balvin's dope.
Yeah.
All the guys are dope. There's not really there's not a lot of girl ones.
Yeah, there's
really.
not. There's not. So
So
I feel like
you're
you're
trying to
definitely
change
making that breakthrough right now. With like,
Yeah.
Because the only one that we probably have right now is like Becky G.
Yeah.
Kyle G is just like right now breaking in through that.
There's a blonde one. I forgot her
Isn't
name.
that Caro?
Caro, yeah.
Yeah, Caro,
and
yeah.
Natasha, too.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 girls. Go ahead, think
Yeah.
about it. Think about it. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans.
So then just like in general, like what's been like a struggle trying to like break through and like actually make yourself like bigger and more known in the music industry?
Well, it's a lot of work. Not even just the music. It's like socializing and like networking yourself. That takes a lot of work. Instagram takes work. Like, what? It's like, it's crazy. You gotta like push it, like post and do things. It's like, oh, I'm not. Like, you gotta network yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, Instagram. For real, no, it's crazy. But he's good. He's over here making inspirational videos. I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
He's on his game. He's on his game.
I be making them for me, man. I be like, I gotta get out of this bed. I need some inspiration, man. It's not like just doing it for me, and then it ends up like inspiring other people. So
So that was like for you, Lamont. That's what like gets you out of bed and just like being able to inspire people and make those inspirational videos on your Instagram.
that's one of the things for sure. You know, to feel like, because I know what it's like to be like going through something and like I don't really want to move, or I'm gonna stay right here, or I just feel like crap, or you know what I mean? I feel like you got the Charlie Brown cloud just following you around.
Oh my gosh.
You just got to cut through that sometimes, and like sometimes you just got to motivate yourself. Nobody's gonna be there to do it for you. And when you get to the point where you are like your own motivation, that I feel like that makes you unstoppable, because you're not relying on nobody to be like, oh, here, this, that.
Fire, bro.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Well, if you need some inspiration right now and you want to see us live right now, go to Lamont Coleman Music. But you can also go to Tiana_Tiana 00.
Hey!
Oh,
Oh, man.
I got
you. Yeah.
She got it, she said.
I need a little bell for all those
Where
money.
your buttons?
I mean,
Wait, so the beep, 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 beep.
I mean, I'll go ahead and put that on our Twitter too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo.
At WSOU_WCBM. Follow our Twitter. We're gonna put their Instagrams, their information on our Twitter. But
Yep.
of course,
Free to count it.
You know, making your
Well
social
done.
work, your social networking better.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate
Less
that.
hard for me. I appreciate it. For real. All right. Whew. It's, oh,
Yeah,
still got it.
we got it. And we have some really interesting news from you, right, tonight?
Oh. Yeah. No, yeah, we have a little sneak peek of something that's dropping tonight. It's called Control. I know it's Spanish, but it's a good bop. Just bop with it.
It's fire.
It's fire, bro. Like, get your bills ready, bro. Ready to throw them in the air. No, it's dope. It's a dope. It's fire. So, you have anything to say about your beat?
Yeah. When I did the beat, I was just turning up. I think I made it when I was in Indiana visiting my family. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana originally.
Yeah.
The hood come out of me when I'm in Indiana. Like, so I
It's
was
harder
just-
than you think.
It come in harder
ratchet.
than I think every time. I'm like, dang, I
Right.
did this. So anyway, so I did the track, and then we get in the studio, and you heard it, and was like, oh, I'm getting on this one. And I just couldn't, like, I didn't hear it immediately. I was like, really? You want this one? Because it's just like grimy and dark. And I'm like,
I said I got it.
how you gonna sing like beautiful over that? And she just
I made that way.
started, and then our friend Maria, who's
Oh,
behind the camera, started writing.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, no, we was vibing with her.
it just sounded good. I don't really
Yeah.
speak Spanish very well, so I was like, what are y'all talking about?
Nah, that chemistry's there. That's all that matters. I mean, look at like people who don't speak Spanish getting on super hot. I hate to
Some
use
people
example, Despacito.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Justin Bieber.
Everybody forgets about Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And then
It
he had
just
that
feels
one. Do
good.
you remember that performance he had where he was like, I think he was like way too messed up to perform, and he rhymed Despacito with Dorito.
Oh my god!
Honestly, one of the funniest
What
moments
the
in
hell?
music. A funny music entertainment moment for
He
sure.
like admitted
But-
that he's like, I don't know the words. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Bad Bunny, Drake, like all that kind of stuff. You get into it, and especially like your chemistry, you guys,
Yeah.
awesome. So you guys you guys gotta go now.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Bro.
So along with the track, you unleashed a music video with the song as well, correct?
Oh yes.
So want to let us a little know about that?
It's dirty.
Hey.
It's good. It's tasteful. It's tasteful. Yes.
It's fun.
Tasteful. It's fun. Yes. It's playful. It's
It's dirty.
It's good though. You're gonna have fun watching it. Yes. It's nice for the girls and the guys. It's like, oh, that bitch bad, or it But no, it's cool. It's cool. It's a good vibe. He's in it. You see his hands, his keys. And stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I play
he's in
piano. It starts out with me playing the piano. It's like a little quick cameo.
Okay.
Oh no, we have.
I'm definitely
fun.
gonna use that clip for my
Oh,
Instagram.
my God.
Like, yo, check this out. Let's get right there, man. Take it back.
It was good. No, it was fun making it. It was fun. Videos are fun making. It's work, but
It
it's
was
good
a long
vibes.
day.
It's good vibes though, straight up. Good vibes. Good vibes.
And she works hard. That's one of my favorite things about Tiana is that she has a good attitude and she works hard. She takes constructive criticism. It's not like any drama. It's just like just working hard and smiling and just going through it. And I'm just like, that's why I think you're gonna make it. That's why I believe in you.
No, this whole thing is a
That's what's up,
hard
yeah.
process. You gotta be honest with each other, see where you can get better, and
That's
work
right.
on that chemistry.
That's right.
So
And like,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're featured in this music video. Are there any other music videos you've been like featured in, cameo in?
Okay, all right. So
Any that you want to admit?
no,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm in Jim Jones' Perfect Day video.
Okay.
I'm like you being pushed through the hospital. So if you type in Jim Jones, you didn't know that. Yeah,
Like a
That
priest
was it?
confessional in here.
yeah. Now that was cool. So I did that. If you want to see, you can type in Jim Jones Perfect Day. And my hair was a lot shorter, so that's how you know it grow like a chia pet. And then I was in a video a long time ago. Omarion, Let Me Love You. I don't even know if that's. I think it was Omarion and Bow Wow.
Oh,
I was in Atlanta, and one of my friends' brother knew somebody who was like part of doing the video thing or something. It was like, hey, I want to be in a video and get paid for a couple of hours. I was like, how much? Like, a couple $100. So I was like, all right, cool. I didn't even know what it was. It ended up being a Bow Wow video. I was like, really? But when I got back home, in Indiana, just watching BET or whatever, and it just came on, I was like, dang, that's me.
What?
Them two, it's probably something else, but just them two come to my head right now. But it's always something, man.
I'm putting it on my list.
Cause I know,
Don't be sending me no clips.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you clips now.
cause Lamont, I know when I was searching you too, you produced one of Wyclef's songs, right?
Yeah, I did Sweetest Girl, Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill.
Yeah.
So it's Wyclef, Akon, and Lil Wayne.
Mhm,
That's my first final record.
So like from,
Jersey represent.
of
Yeah.
course,
All New
oh
Jersey.
yeah. But would you say from that point to like now, like how have you grown as like a producer?
Man, so much. Like at that, prior to so that beat was 3 years old when it came out. Like I didn't think it was one of my favorite beats. I actually skipped it when I was in the studio because it came on. I was like embarrassed. You know how like you feel like all the embarrassment like hit your body. Like you ever be somewhere like, oh my god, like if you just fart all of a sudden on an accident. You know what I mean? You're like, dang, did I just mean to do? Like, oh, I think I just farted. Let me slide out. They might not know it was me. Like that's how I felt when that beat came on. I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that, and I skipped it. And Wyclef was like, what are you doing? That's the one. Go back. And he's a funny dude. Like he's like hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he was joking. And we ended up going back and ended up being a song and I just learned a lot about layers as far as a producer. That's one of the first things I learned was like, no matter how good you think a song is or a track is, don't lock it. You know what I mean? Like, this is it. Can't change it. Like, like in a Mac, you got to like lock the date thing. Like, leave it, stay open-minded about it because like they came in and was like, oh, you want to play live piano on it? And I was just like, it's kind of. I didn't hear live piano, and then it was like, oh, I'm gonna add this to it. I didn't hear everything right away, so after that, I started really getting into layering and just thinking of all the ways that a song could grow, just vocally, and instrumentation, and just layers and layers of it. It's a much longer answer to that. I'm trying to say. That's like the tip of the iceberg.
I also saw that you probably. I want confirmation that you did work with Aventura.
Yeah, I did.
So I kind of freaked out when I saw that.
Hey.
I am like one of like the big fangirls of them. I got to see them like the reunion tour. That was amazing. I feel I'm blessed because I got to go see that. How was that experience? Like, I need to know.
they are great guys. So they was renting the studio out, and I was in the like kitchen and like just like we kept running into each other for like weeks, and then finally Anthony came over to me and said, "Yo, they said you the dude, like you got tracks," and I'm like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Come into the studio." You know, I'm in the studio, I'm playing tracks and stuff. And he was like, "You don't know who you are, do you?" And I was like, "Nah." And, I mean, look, dude,
You didn't even know.
I didn't know.
That's
This
awesome.
is so embarrassing. Like
I mean,
now.
no, it's fine for you, but I mean, like, for them, like, do you know who we are? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he was like, "Okay, this is one of our concerts," and I was like, "When does the crowd end?" You know, like he pulled some up on YouTube and everything. I was like, "Yo, it's crazy."
Yeah.
So then, we started talking. I realized like these dudes are freaking awesome, and then they just started vibing to the track, and Wyclef was vibing, and it just turned into that, and then Ludacris jumped on it, and I was just like, "This is like changing.
Amazing.
This is like life changing."
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after that, like I fell in love with like Dominican women. So
Oh my
every time I
God.
was like, "How you doing?" I work for I can't believe I don't have no kids right
Nah, this is for real confessional right now.
now. Y'all keep it real, man.
Yeah, of
Real
course.
quick.
Keeping it super real.
You know, to include Tiana here,
Yeah.
Caribbean women, Puerto Rican, Dominican, sweet, yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It opened up after that, guys. It started really it's like music. You start here, you gotta let the song grow. You gotta let your love grow.
Oh.
Talking about pretty women and pretty women, back to Tiana and her music video. So how was that? Like, we talked about the experience that it's a little dirty, but it's okay because it's eye catching.
Yeah.
But how was that experience? Like, because you already did a music video with Resist.
Yeah.
So, and this is your second music video, or this is like another?
It's
one?
like my second one by myself. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. But cause I'm a goofball. It's hard to act real sexy and serious. It's like it's a challenge. Then it's like you arch it. You gotta get in a whole different level. They're like, "Yo, T, you by yourself. Get ready. You by yourself. Just relax. Your man is the camera." I'm like, come over here. I don't know. It's hard. My boss, he shows me how to move. I'm like, all right, I'll arch that. I'll do that. I'm telling you, I got videos. I'm gonna post them up. I'm serious. You've done this over. No, but it's hard. But I try to keep it fun and light. They're like, just relax. So, you don't want to be too, serious with it. But it's fun. It's not too crazy where it's like,
I'll give
whoa.
you guys a sneak
Sneak peek. That's a sneak peek. No, it's not that crazy, but you know what? It's fun. I get my breaks. As long as you feed me and give me water, I'm good. I'll keep going.
We'll
For
shoot
real.
for food.
I will. Don't play. For real. But it was cool, yeah.
Well, I mean, we have the song up right now, Second Chances, so might as well
Second
debut.
what?
Is it Second Chances?
Oh,
That's
control.
Control. I have Second Chance. Oh.
No.
Oh, did I just leak the? Did I leak the wrong song?
Oh, snap.
We'll just do a double shot, both of the songs.
Might as well.
Oh, my God.
Lucky us, we're getting a double feature.
Oh, shit. Alright, but they totally different vibes. Oh, there you go together. Alright, my bad. One's like, Second Chance is like, it's kind of like an R&B, like, chill vibe. Control is like, trap. so you'll have two different vibes.
We're about both of those.
Yeah, it's alright.
You got Rick.
I got Rick. We're gonna keep
You have
spreading.
all of it.
Oh yeah, whenever you're into Janae, from like Spanish to like trap to rappy to R&B, I'm gonna do.
You got it all.
Oh, for real. Everybody's you gonna like something out of my album. Something.
Speaking about the album,
Oh, I'm sorry.
when? For those who are interested.
I don't know if we have a date as of now, but I can tell you this. we left here with a crazy record and it's like
my
up
God,
right now.
yeah.
Like it's just a non-stop process of just crushing it. So, and I'm thankful for that. I don't say that like in an arrogant way. I say it like I'm just really grateful to be making some dope music with a very talented artist that keeps you laughing.
For real, I'm sorry, but like, let me know if you hear like these 2 tracks. If you want to know like what else, like, oh, what would I sound good on? Like, let me know. Like, you never know what they might think or like what they like. I'm open to it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you guys have that choice of voice.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That. Thank you.
So 2019 Lamont and Tiana gonna be controlling.
Gang. Oh, can I? Yeah. Gang.
Then controlling the heat.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
got it. You guys got it coming. Got
I
some
ride
good
that
stuff
way.
coming.
Yeah,
Cooking up some good
yeah.
stuff.
I ride that way.
Cardi,
yeah.
we coming,
Word.
baby.
All right.
Cardi B, Drake, we coming.
She's coming for y'all.
I'm coming for you. Well, we gonna do a track first.
I feel like it's room for everybody, but we definitely got our
Oh my
own.
God, you're right. It's big enough.
Yes.
We got room.
But you gonna do a track first and then?
I think, yeah. We'll do a track first and then be like, Cardi, what you think? Hop on it.
Yeah, that'll be.
Why are you making that face?
Who?
You. What?
I don't even know what face I'm making right now. I can't see.
You can't see him. He got shades on in the building, so
They ain't that dark.
But they're not shades,
Yeah, you can see my. Yeah, everybody can see my eyes.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't want to come in here like, yeah, how you doing? I'm the new Black Knight. You know what I'm saying? You can't see my eyes. Nah, I got secrets. You know what I mean?
oh my gosh.
So with your permission, I'll play Second Chances too, right?
Yeah. Well,
Just making sure. I gotta make sure it's all good.
Oh my gosh.
So we got a double premiere then. So we're gonna start off with Control with the little Spanish vibes, and then we're gonna move off to Second Chances and a little R&B vibes. Show the range of Tiana, and then we're gonna come back after it, ask a couple more questions, and I think that should be good, right?
Hey, that sounds solid to me.
So again, you're listening to 89.5 FM WSOU. This is What You've Been Missing. We're gonna play this music, and we gonna vibe out to it.
Gang.
I was like, that's not.
Profesario, quítate toda la ropa y vamos pa' cuarto. Yo sigue tocando, tú sigue tocando. Vamos a tener todo el mundo mirando cuando estamos bailando. Sácame todo, yo contra la pared. Mueven en tu lengua suavemente. A mí no me importa si los vecinos ven. Vecinos ven. Dámelo, dámelo. Dámelo, dámelo. Tú no te sabes, babe. Conmigo no juegues, cause you know I got it, babe. You know I got it, babe. Hablando de todas las cosas que quieres hacer. I wanna take. Sácame todo, yo contra la pared. Mueven en tu lengua suavemente. A mí no me importa si los vecinos ven. Vecinos ven. Yeah. Dámelo, dámelo. pero sigue agarrando lo que quieres. Pero sigue tocando lo que quieres. Quítate todo, no esperes. Dámelo, dámelo. Dámelo, dámelo. Dámelo, dámelo. Dámelo, dámelo.
Oh, I forgot. That's we had fun on this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go, 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 go.
Close up on her.
I don't give no second chances. No, I don't. I'm tired of giving second chances. So I don't. I know you want me, give it to you one more time. Hold up, wait a minute, 'cause you're out of your mind. Am I missing something that I'm supposed to say, baby? 'Cause I'm just too busy, don't got time for that lately. Solo quiere que tú me llames, but you've been fooling me more than I knew. And I know how to forgive, but I don't give no second chances. No, I don't. I'm tired of giving second chances. So I don't. No, I don't give 'em second chances, second chances. No, no, I don't. I'm tired of giving second chances. So I don't. If you can't make change, you can't keep this dying. 'Cause some things come only one lifetime. Recuerda when I asked you to listen and now you be acting so different. No sabía que cuando te llamo, not even trying to hit me, I could be a little much sometimes. But somebody deal with that shit, boy. I don't give no second chances. No, I don't. I'm tired of giving second chances. So I don't. No, I don't give 'em second chances, second chances. No, no, I don't. I'm tired of giving second chances. So I don't. Hey, when you say I have never loved you before, I love when you're laid next to my body secured, laying back while you do this to me. But I got no room for second chances. No, I don't. I'm tired of giving second chances. No, no, I don't. No, I don't give 'em second chances, second chances. No. So I don't know.
Nice little high five.
Just a little hyper. Just a little
I
hyper.
love it. Oh, I could have just been clapping.
You could have. I mean, you still want to do it. Like,
That's like a one. I feel like a clap requires two.
Oh, my bad. I have 5 minutes.
so I mean, yeah, we debuted your 2 new songs, but
Yeah.
what's next?
What's next? Oh, well, we got more hits on the way. We got a few held to the side.
The
But
video
you know what?
dropping, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah. Take a gander at that.
Yeah, we were just talking.
Yeah, take a look at
while
that.
While you guys were listening to the hot new songs they just performed, we were talking about how they were going back right to the studio right after this. The grind
We're
never
going fast.
stops.
Grind it.
Never stop.
Grind it up. Gotta wait, you know.
Keep
No?
building the catalog.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You guys got that ball rolling too. You got that momentum. You gotta keep it going.
You gotta keep the momentum
I'm
going.
energized. They gotta
Never
keep me
stop.
Yeah, I used to
God,
read
I'm
articles
out.
where, like, Dr. Dre would spend hours on, like, days even in the studio. Like, when you feel that, like, inspiration, you just gotta let it all out.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, you might
can't let
lose
up.
something. You never know.
Exactly. I think that's like the difference between good and great. It's like your willingness to go a little further. They say there's no traffic on the extra mile, so if you just go the extra mile, they put you in a lane on your own. It's dope people that won't actually sit down and do the work. They rather go party or, oh, that's fun, but that's not gonna really get you to your goal to where you want to be. So you got to stay in the lab. You got to stay cooking up.
Lamont, the man of inspiration. Bringing it out here.
Yeah.
So you are thinking already some ideas for this track, for Second Chances. What are you cooking up? Or have you already committed with the music video? What's going on?
Well, it's kind of so. Y'all can let me know, honestly. We haven't even sat down, but it's kind of self-explanatory, like Second Chances.
Yeah.
Ladies, you know how stuff goes. But it could be simplistic, or we could go some crazy. It could be funny, whatever. I don't know.
So when you have songs, do you think of music videos already for each and every one of them?
Some of them I do.
Yeah.
Some of them I do, or some of them are just from a place of where I need to release this. I need to write this. And it's like, okay, y'all can figure this out, because this is what just came out of my mouth. Yeah, but it's something. Sometimes I sit down with him and we just come up with songs from scratch. I'm like, yo, let's just write something cool, because sometimes you want something to just vibe out to, and it's like a power song, So it's whatever comes to, whatever roaming around, whatever someone wants to hear, we make it. Whatever you want to hear, we got it.
The supermarket of music.
Pretty much. Yeah, let me know.
You guys want to see a sneak preview of the video?
Oh, you want to hear a sneak
Against some,
They can't see it right now.
I'll never see it. Hell yeah. Oh.
Hey, I don't
wish
even.
y'all could see it.
Word.
Too bad. See, now you guys gotta look. You
now you guys
have
The world
to.
will never be the same.
Gotta
Really, now you get it. I could just describe what I'm doing. I'm not gonna describe. I don't know how to say lunge.
It's like, well, now I am slowly.
I am gripping. I'm sorry, not gripping. That's aggressive. I am.
Don't leave the commentary with somebody. I got you.
I'm not good at describing.
You don't get a second chance.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know what to feel.
I don't know.
Silence on the air, on the radio with while we're watching it. It's kind of hard.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I just have to ask, you are uncomfortable. Are you that uncomfortable?
To be honest, I was very, the couch was nice. It was nice. I liked it. Yeah, the setup was cute. I liked it. It was really cute. The lights, everything.
I just love looking at everybody's face right now. If it was like court or something, and it was like a drawing of everybody's face, and you're like, what are they looking at?
It's, yeah. And you already hear how goofy I am, and that was hard to do, cause I don't know.
You look like a pro.
I'm telling you, he was on the couch showing me. He was like, Archie. And I'm like, hey, I got you.
Now I kind of want to see him bust these. That would be funny as hell.
Well, somebody has footage of it, but I ain't gonna say my name.
I'm gonna slide it in your DMs. I got you.
I'm gonna slide it in your DMs.
Hey, I like it how he says sneak peek.
You look playing the whole thing.
He's like. That's okay. Yeah. Everybody needs to go watch it. It sounds nice.
It sounds beautiful and cinematography is great. I'm loving the lighting.
You liking the video?
Yeah, I like the lighting a lot. I came about like a couple hours in, and I was like, what is happening here? What is the haberdasheries and heat globe is going on here?
That was a mouthful. What the hell? Yeah, you can't fathom.
No, there's a lot of good about the music video. I like the colors, like the light contrast. It's awesome.
Jovi, gonna shout him out real quick. He shot the video. He's skillful. His name is Devin. Go follow him on Instagram. It's new Jovi. He's dope.
Yeah, he's dope.
He did a lot of dope projects.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting your favorite people in Colombia.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Aventura.
Aventura. Yeah, he's shooting him next.
She's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
You're gonna go be. Oh,
I'm
take me with my presents. So like to spend
Walk and
time.
roll in like, yo, what's good? Remember me?
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna grab you on this Seton Hall shout out. Yeah. I did that.
That's the longest sneak peek.
Yeah. She got the key to him twerking for
So you're dropping this music video on your YouTube channel tonight too?
Am I? Am I?
Exclusive.
Yes.
It's up. All right. It's uploaded. I'm sorry. I have to refresh the page. If you want to find out, go to Tiana Soto, TianaSoto, in case you don't know Spanish, and you're gonna know by tonight.
For real. We gonna print up the lyrics. You gonna know.
You're gonna know. And
Yeah. I'll send out a video of it in English. Don't worry, we're working on it.
Speaking of Hispanics, though, where are you from?
Oh, didn't even say that. I'm Puerto Rican, Colombian, and Italian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
you a mixed mix.
You mix? Nah, I'm a mixed mix. I'm a mutt. I'm
I thought I was a mix, and I just you was
I'm just
biracial. You got all that stuff.
You're Colombian?
Hey.
Yeah. So which part? Cali?
No, my mommy's from Medellin.
Oh. Ew. I'm Cali, Colombia.
So you're Colombian from both parents?
No, my dad's Venezuelan. That's why I got the color. I got the colors to sort of like be both.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to pick a side. I mean, I've only been to Venezuela once. We go to Colombia like every 2 years, but like I wanted to show both of them some love.
That's what's up.
I've only been to Jersey and Florida. I'm not excited.
I mean, Jersey's a
For
wonderful
real,
place.
I'm a Jersey girl. I'm a rep it all the time. New York is lit, but I'm gonna say Jersey all the time. I feel like Jersey.
What part of Jersey you from?
Elizabeth, shout out from the. They say
Is it-
Wick, right?
The Wake. I'm from Linden, so.
Linden?
Yeah.
Alright, we close. I go to your movie theaters all the time. If you want to see me there, I go there all the time. I'm not afraid to talk
Because
to
you're on the
them.
radio.
Oh my god! Oh, chill.
You're gonna be like, yes, my update. I'm just gonna take a trip back to myself. It's my favorite movie
I do
theater.
pictures. I do questions.
Fans be lined up. with posters.
It's fine. I'm cool. I won't yell at you. I'll say hi. I'll watch the movie with you. I don't care.
I mean, I literally, like, I live probably 2 minutes walking distance from the movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Y'all should meet up and do another interview at the movie theater.
Just like on the street.
Yeah, it's all orchestrated. I'm like, oh, you found me. Oh, for real.
I mean, if you do that, have all the cameras, the lights, everybody's walking to the movie theater, it's gonna be like, what's going on here?
Oh, that's not what my head was not there at all. I was thinking you guys were like watching a movie, like, hey, how's it going?
Oh, ASMR?
Every, somebody
Oh.
like, shut the fuck up.
An interview inside the movie?
Hey, there's like different interview modes now. There's like hot ones. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Like they just eat hot wings and like interview people.
What?
Like there's so many weird interview styles these
Yeah.
days.
Really?
Like,
Out of like
I feel
different
like I gotta-
sauces and
I gotta
real
keep
hot
things
sauces.
spicy
Like,
in
try
here.
that one.
gotta
And then
keep
they ask you like
things
some
hot and
questions.
fresh.
Yeah, you like.
I would do that. I would do that.
Okay, I want to do that
I would
here
too.
one time too.
Yeah.
Let
Nah,
me
that'd be
know.
so much fun.
Real
I'm pretty
hot
sure we
sauce.
talked about it too, Casper, right?
No, definitely.
We definitely talked about it one time
You know
before.
what? I think we're just gonna have to do it next time.
I think you guys were talking about it with DJ Musa. Remember when he was here?
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah.
Just have it unplanned, just like how the sauce is like under there. Be like, yeah, man. So you know you're gonna try this. You gonna try this. We got these napkins for you. You know what I'm saying? Came back to childhood.
They should do it with the Lay's chips. The Lay's chips be having everything now. Barbecue, like they have a whole meal in the Lay's chips. You
Oh yeah, like the things
Uh-huh.
they
Lay's.
have. They have ketchup flavored stuff.
They got
It's so
pineapple
weird.
pizza.
They
I
have,
was like,
chicken and
Pineapple
waffles,
chicken
like
waffles,
all that.
chip.
okay, so we try all the Lay's. So, like, let's try Lay's chips.
Next
Oh,
time
that's
you
right. They
come
also have,
in,
like chicken waffles.
whole big
and
plate.
everything.
Lay's.
Lay's chips. I'm ready. I'm a fan.
Y'all making me hungry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh man, so as we kind of like wind down here, let's just throw out some fun questions. So for one, if you were to win the lottery, let's say 100 million, what's the first thing that you would do with it?
She coughed for that number.
Mine's gonna be too like.
If I
If you won $1 million, if you won 100 million,
well,
up the ante.
obviously, I want to help the world. You know, I do. I want to help the world. You know, I want to situate everybody. Like, I want my mom to quit her job. No one likes working. You know, I would help everybody hook, and I would definitely surface myself, get myself ready where I'm like, I'm ready. I got it. I'll pay for it. I'm good. You know, you want to be that girl.
For sure, family comes
But
first.
definitely be smart with it. I'm not getting no Benz. No, we're not doing that. I won't
You
even
can get
do
a
my
Benz if you have
What?
100 million. You can have a Benz dealership.
Nah, I have a Honda Civic. I'm good. I have a Honda Civic.
No, definitely treat your family, but also know when to flex. I
Oh,
think.
no
Yeah.
one to flex.
Know when to
I
flex.
have like one nice watch. I'll be like, yeah.
Just one.
One
That's
nice watch. But you know, nails aren't cheap, so I don't got them on right now. But I so would just nails every week.
You can start a whole movement and be like, these are solid gold nails.
Solid
You be like,
gold
I got
nails,
10 on my wrist. You be like, I got 60 on my pinky and my, these two fingers right here. You can make a whole new sign of it and be like $500,000.
What would you do then? What would you do?
Oh gosh, I didn't want to answer it. It's such a hard question because like when I think about that type of money,
Of course. That's the
I don't
first
trust
thing,
any
bro. charity.
charity. I think every single charity
Open
is the
your-
biggest scam on
open your
earth.
own.
I would definitely
Okay,
do that.
I'm joining. I'll put I'll put some of my money in there.
But the question I think it really comes down to is that what would I do to bring equality to the world, to remove like suffering from the world, to bring like more peace to the planet. And a lot of that's just a difficult question because a lot of suffering and peace comes down to individual mindset. You know what I mean? Like, of course, if you're hungry, you're suffering, you know, like that. Like, of course, like trying to conquer world hunger, but I don't think it's just dropping food off. It's like empowering people to be able to grow their own food, to be able to put themselves in a position of power. And a lot of that that's when it comes into like, you know, state to state, government to government. Like, it's not just something that I can just have a bunch of money and just fix, because there's systems set up that make it difficult for people to live equal, you know, not equally, but to be able to prosper on their own. That's why it's such a hard question for me.
Like, personally, though, what would be the first, like
Man, I would just buy all the hot wing sauces on the planet and have a monopoly and be like, listen, you can't get no honey barbecue. You can't get none unless you come to me. No, I'm just
Tennessee, you crazy.
Oh my God, that is right. So how is it living here in Jersey?
Well,
You know?
I'm actually from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay.
And I first moved to Weehawken. I like, you know, that's like barely Jersey. You go, like, if you fall in the water and you're in Hudson. Like, I slipped and it's like, I'm in New York now. But it's definitely a big transition. The first thing I noticed is that people don't look at you like,
sorry.
in the South. Like, if I like look at you, it'd be like, how you doing? You know, like, I see you're a human. Your existence matters to me. I acknowledge you. In New York, it's like,
Don't look at me.
or just like down. I'm like, but it's so many people that it's like, I guess it is a difficult job to, and then you connect with people. So it's hard to like connect with so many people. You just moving and everybody's racing to go to Starbucks and like trying to get to the top of it. You know, like, it's totally different than it's totally different. But at the same time, it's inspiring because so many people are driven and so many different cultures. And in Indiana, it's like not very mixed like that. So one of the main things I love about New York and New Jersey is that it's everybody, like, even this room is so mixed, it's so beautiful and so mixed up, and all the different backgrounds, and people are more open-minded. And it's not like that in the South. It's not. But at the same time, people are nicer in general.
Oh, well. No, we get that a lot.
Yeah.
Jersey people get, like, we're a lot more meaner. Yeah, we don't acknowledge, like, other people's existence. I've heard that. Because one of my friends, she's from the South. So lately this week was very hot out of nowhere. But it wasn't really, it was just in the 60s. And she, like, let her mom know. She was like, Mom, it's so hot, it's so nice, it's only in the 60s. And her mom answered back, she was like, you're starting to sound like a northerner. That does not sound right. You know? So I'm just like, to me, it's like, I love hearing other people when they talk about Jersey and, like, New York and the living South, like, how fast-paced it is, because it boggles my mind. Because I've only been, like, South once. So I don't really know how that lifestyle works.
I'll go crazy if I can't. I like busy. I love it. I like the noise. Like, it's cool with me. I like it. Just, I don't know about the disrespect part. They go crazy. I'm telling you, you make eye contact with somebody, they want to fight you already. It's like, what you looking at? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
It didn't have to get there. You go from 0 to 100 real quick in Jersey. It's like, well, I'm sorry.
It's in the South, somebody like tell you their whole life story real fast out the blue. It's like it's real normal, and it's like, oh yeah, he's cool. You know, it's like it's just open.
Yeah, because I remember I went to Florida over the summer, and then from Florida I drove up with like a couple of my friends back up to Jersey. But he lived, I think, in like South Carolina, so he made like a pit stop to see his family and all that. And I promise you, like their family like acted like I was a part of their family already, and it was the first time I met them.
Exactly.
Like they invited me to a family reunion too, and all that. I'm just like, they don't do that up here.
That's funny. I can't.
When I first moved to Nashville, I was like, is this real? Like, I thought I was in like a movie or something. Like, these people are like, they're serious?
They really
They're
trying to
nice. Are they drugging me or something?
Oh my God.
I'll say one thing, I miss Bojangles. Like, oh man.
Bojangles.
Popeye's
That's the biggest
can't hold
smile
it.
right now. Look at it.
Yeah, I think I did smile. I think that's what I would do. I think I would invest in all the Bojangles and Popeyes franchises.
I'll be right there with you.
It probably would do something with water, though. To go back to that question,
Mhm.
I feel like water is something that we don't really appreciate as much as we should, and I would probably want to have some type of where I'm bringing like water to other people. I'm sorry,
I get you.
That's like still
There's
going.
crises all over the country right now. Like Flint still doesn't even have clean water.
Yeah, and then like certain like Mexico, certain parts of the world, it's like certain. It's crazy. It's like a Netflix documentary about like the water crisis. I'm like,
Puerto Rico's so like disgusting. Like,
Yo,
but yeah, Puerto Rico don't even like people forgot, and people still struggling out there. It's crazy.
Do you have any family members back there?
No, like thank God I don't. But still, it's crazy out there, and that's not right. People are like, I forgot. It's not on the news, so it's not current anymore. People forget. It's like. That's crazy how news can be just mainstream. Like, what's next? What else is going on? That's terrible.
And the government there too is doing a crazy job of like hiding how many people actually died in the earthquake, and it's terrible.
yeah.
I'm about to say, let's just move. Final question.
Everybody go to Canada.
Let's move to a lighter note.
For real.
What's the funniest thing that happened to you recently?
I think you have maybe.
This is it's not really funny, but recently, so I was I was walking up the street and it was this guy and we were both kind of like trying to avoid each other, you know, like not like, you know how like I don't want to bump into you and you don't want to bump into me, so we kind of like was like doing everything in our power, and then somehow it was just like pow, we just hit each other so hard. I was like, damn, I want to fight you, man. You know what I mean? It hurt so bad. He looked at me like, man, I did everything to try to move, and I was like, so did I, Captain. And we just busted out laughing, man, and everybody around started laughing, and it was just like, why are y'all laughing? You just collided heads so hard it could like make a small like ripple on the Richter scale. You know what I mean? Like oil's gonna come out the crack of 42nd Street right now. And we was just like, have a good day, man. Like, and I was thinking, man, anywhere else it would have been blows. It'd been like, pow, watch you go. But it didn't happen. It was just like we just laughed because it was just so ridiculous. It was almost like this. It goes back to looking at people. You know, it's like, if you really want to avoid somebody, like, don't keep looking at them because y'all just... Jesus, man, it hurts so bad. I think I got a knot. That's why I'm wearing my hat today.
I can't. Okay. Oh, my God.
That's it. That's recently.
Damn. Do I have... It's not... It might be weird. I don't know. You know when you go to Target, and I know... I guess disabled people, they have those like go-kart thingies. Yes. Okay, so I always wanted to go on one, right? So I'm like, I see one like to the side, and I'm like, all right, no one's here, no workers are around. So I'm with my friend. I'm like, yo, you think I should get on it? And she was like, yeah, go ahead. So I go on it. Yeah, so she wants me to get in trouble, right? So I get on and I start driving it, but like I'm getting into an aisle and someone's coming in, so I'm like, oh, I gotta reverse, but I didn't know.
It's got the beep.
There's a horn. So I go and I reverse, and you hear I was like, and then the workers are like, what's I'm like, oh. So I vacated the premises. I like got up and left it in the middle. Yeah, but the lady with her child was like, so you just gonna leave this here? Like, it's in the way of my cereal. I'm like, we need to go.
That's like a hit and run.
I left it there. Oh well. I'm sorry.
What if an old
Don't
person
try
just
that.
kind of came out and was like, that's
Right.
mine?
Maybe, I don't know. I think everybody should, maybe I'm mourning people. I still think you should do it. It was fun. It was fun. Take it for a joyride for a minute. No, but the looks that people give you when you get up and you can walk, it's like, wait, so I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't look at me.
That's funny, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that happens all the time. That's why I was like, is this normal?
We going to Walmart together. Like, I know how to like take a break in the
Walmart don't
studio
have those.
now.
That's sad. It's only Target. I've only seen those in Target.
I'm pretty sure Walmart.
No, Walmart has it.
Really?
They have them.
Which one? Where?
The one near us in
Atlanta.
Carton.
The one in Garfield.
Don't tell
was
them.
really? Yes.
Yeah.
I go to the one in Linden.
One of Linden has it.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
So does
they're hiding
ShopRite.
it from me. For real, they're hiding it.
ShopRite too.
They're like,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Oh man.
I'm
So,
sorry.
any final things to say to the people listening right now?
Go follow me on Instagram. Tiana_Tiana00.
Yep. And mine is Lamont Coleman Music. Yeah.
That's
it.
it.
I had to follow.
Yeah.
Anything else left?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could go over some hot news in hip hop.
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
Let's get some
What is
takes. Let's see what you guys think.
Okay,
about
I
that.
hope we know.
We actually had our assistant come in a couple minutes ago to tell us, in like the goofiest
Just-
fashion
yeah.
ever. He
Just
was
show
in
the
and out,
paper.
but,
Just show the paper. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh my-
Cardi B won Best Rap Album of the Year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is what it came to drop off. This is literally what it came to drop off.
That actually says best rap album.
Oh.
Rap album?
That rap is a new.
What?
That's a new genre, right? So that's a new
Yeah,
thing.
no, I heard it's up and coming.
Yeah, it's
Now
kind of like
everybody's on that.
you have to take the vape to actually like it.
Oh my God.
So you have to vape out, but they call it vape, and it's like
They
a
use like the little crunching noise from like a jewel to like make a beat out of it.
yeah. It's got the was it SMDR or something?
ASMR.
ASMR. Oh no. So she won?
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Who
Cardi
was
B.
her competition?
Astroworld,
What?
Scorpion, Daytona, and there's like one like
It was like one like
It's probably
random. I think it was like
Carter's.
wasn't it like it might have been the Carters. Wasn't it like Nipsey Hussle one?
I
So-
think so.
Kanye wasn't up there at all? Poor thing.
I wonder in sales if she like. I wonder what's the statistics of it.
I don't know about her sales, but I know that her album was.
Well, it was-
It was
It
big.
killed it.
Yeah.
It probably actually was. It's not
Oh
like
yeah,
a
you're right.
surprise to
Victory
me.
Lap by Nipsey Hussle. I don't know who that is, but
Nipsey's,
I mean, they were
Nipsey's cool
nominated.
dude. He's crushing it. He's doing a documentary too about Dr. Sebi. Anybody know about him?
The last one was Mac.
I liked it.
Huh?
It was alright.
The other one they were competing against was Mac.
Mac?
Miller.
Mac?
Oh,
my
yeah,
gosh!
Mac Miller.
oh yeah, no, yeah. It
Is
was-
they
something
put Mac
September
Miller in there
album?
too.
Thank you,
I
Ben.
think so.
Thank you.
You're not gonna forget Mac Miller. You know
Oh my
what
god.
I'm saying? Black
His
people take
album.
everything.
Yeah.
Sports.
She's Dominican though. Yeah.
It's
She's like, she's half
I
half.
had to get
Yeah,
more
right. She's
tech.
half
She's
Dominican and half Trinidadian.
That's
right.
That's why Nikki knows.
No, that
That's
sounds
Nikki.
right. That sounds
Yeah,
right.
because her and Nikki, they butt head. That's probably.
But Nikki's Trinidadian too, right?
Yeah, that's why they know that. They know that.
She's Chinese.
Who's Chinese? Nikki.
Nikki. Oh my.
That's why she did Shang-Li? Go
That
ahead,
was-
girl.
that was dope.
Represent.
Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I support it. Yeah, well, Cardi.
Yeah,
I don't
yes,
know. I
right.
liked Astro World though. It was his placement of words. His beats are just
I mean, when you get Mike Dean on a record, only good things can happen. So.
bro. He needs to do one with Kendrick Lamar. Oh, he did. Goosebumps. That was fine. Yeah.
So if it was your choice, who would win?
I'm sorry, Cardi. I really like. Like she had Kehlani on it. That's why I liked it. I was like, that's my Girl, Ring.
The album is dope.
It is. So it's like, and Drake's album was good too. Scorpion?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was good. So that's a hard one right there. But I would have to go with Astro World. Like he's somewhere else. It's different. He's just somewhere else. I like it.
Everybody be on the lookout for the new VAP genre coming out.
And you, Lamont, who would you choose?
Of those people.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna. I don't know. I would probably just
He
go
don't
with
want
Cardi.
no
He's trying to his
He don't want
best
no
to
world.
be.
Want to be political right now? Sasha Marie.
She was
No,
good though. I'm glad. That's good.
yeah.
I'm glad she won. She deserved it, representing the girl.
Yeah, that was a
Go ahead,
dope
she the
album.
only
It
girl
never
on
stopped
there.
playing
Go
on the
ahead.
radio. It was just like,
Only girl, only Latina. We can
Only
talk
Latina. She
Yeah.
represent everybody.
congratulations,
I support. I
Cardi
wrote
B.
She's
my
the first female rapper to win the award.
Really?
I'm reading-
Ever?
Yeah, I think so because I'm reading through here, and the only like remotely female like group that won the sort of award was the Fugees, which was like Wyclef
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
Lauren Hill.
all New Jersey.
That's
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, no, congrats to Cardi B. I mean, that's a big
Wow.
win.
It is.
that is for
It's
everyone.
huge.
Thank you for representing.
One small step for.
Even though she represents like Brooklyn, and that's where she's born, right?
We out here, right?
Yeah.
Be like from the Bronx, just like what's a J-Lo. That's why they get along. They did that song together.
Oh, the
And
NATO.
then, yeah,
That
and
is
they were
such
like,
a good. Oh my god, it's
we
so
the
good.
Bronx
Sorry.
girls.
I love the way you light up when you say
Yes.
And then who else? The Key. Oh my god.
What?
It's not just them two and somebody else. DJ Khaled was in it too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
We the best. We the best music.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
good,
That's
too.
a good track. And the video was something else.
So I was like, J-Lo, you still got it like that? J-Lo got it.
She gonna be amazing
Isn't she
forever.
with Alex Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Like,
So A-Rod and J-Lo.
I love it.
Yeah.
They're, I love it.
I would holler at J-Lo when she's 62.
Oh my, didn't Drake try to get with her?
I was 75, I would holler at
They
her.
tried to get with the Madonna too. Didn't he like make out?
Oh,
no, Madonna
no,
make out
she
with him.
tried.
Yeah.
He was like, get your.
She was like, no.
No.
Poor thing. She's,
Poor thing.
she's still good. You know who's lit? Gwen Stefani, and she's older, but I really like her.
Did she marry Blake Shelton?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're married,
Oh,
right?
they're good for each. He's so funny. The voice is hilarious. Him and Adam Levine are just. Oh, his Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Adam.
we gave him a pretty good roast last year.
Yeah, but I love him. His music's good. Just like what happened.
I
He
mean,
was.
nobody in here lied. Come on, let's be real. We like a little
It
bit,
hurt,
of-
she
especially
cried.
like
She cried
10 years ago or so.
Man,
Yeah,
I know
Oliver
every
Rodrigo.
single word, every chord change, everything from their first album, Songs About Jane or whatever. I was obsessed with that. But I also like Vanessa Carlton. I like love that so much. When I first heard it in the white girls, I was like, oh, I love this song. But then they made fun of it, and I was like, see, I can't tell nobody I really like this album. But around Maroon 5 and that kind of came out. It was that same kind of production-ish kind of thing. Yeah. I loved them. And then now, like, I thought their most recent song was an Akon record. Girls think me. I thought it was Akon. Like, the first time I heard it kind of, like, far away,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good. Akon got another record. Wow. And
Are
then,
you serious?
I swear I thought it was Akon.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's Akon for sure.
Oh my. No, Cardi was on it.
Yeah, I thought it was Akon. It's horrible. And then it ended up being, because they morphed and changed a lot from
Oh, yeah.
their
Well, they're trying
original.
to stay relevant. They're trying to stay current.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's,
because
that's
Vanessa Carlton, where is she? You know, like, what is she doing?
I have
Oh,
no idea.
yeah.
I bought her album after that album, and I loved it. But the second album sucked. I was disappointed so bad.
Yeah, he was blunt.
Like, I was like, I don't even want to use this for a frisbee because
Oh.
it's a waste of animals' exercise.
Well,
I'm sorry, I just felt that way because I spent my money on it and I was like working hard. I was still living with my mom, so I was like, that's $15, $18. Like, that's a lot of money.
I thought J. Cole's album, that was worth it. I'm surprised he wasn't on there. J.
KOD,
Cole's
for
album,
KOD.
it was amazing.
They call it though.
I have
Cole's-
to ask. Favorite album you guys have ever purchased?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a hard one.
Oh.
That's a. I'm just like, what is it?
Well, just because, but she's, I don't know. Like, my favorite artist is Ariana Grande. Like, she's my favorite.
Really?
No,
I
the
love
influence is
her.
definitely
I
there.
love her.
I heard it from the first song, like Latina Ariana Grande.
I love her, but like,
Hate this
she's
question.
like
gonna talk
mainstream
off
in a
air.
way. I can't. Like, I like her though. Like, she's my favorite. Like always, but Sweet and like way to go to Kehlani. Her album was I'm gonna have to pick her because it was fire. So, wait, what is it? Sweet
Sweetener.
Savage?
No,
Sweet Savage.
Yeah.
Savage, something, Sweet Swan. No, but I like Kehlani's album for sure. I would have to pick hers. I'm sorry, man.
No, this is tough. Okay, so as a producer, I know what my favorite album was that really inspired me sonically, and I was just like, wow, I've never heard anything like this. It's two of them, and this is like kind of, it's not easy. Okay, but the one that really got me was Future Sex Love Sounds, Justin Timberlake. Nothing had ever sounded like that before. So like that really got me, and I was just like, this is, and it had Cry Me a River on there, and so the Neptunes were on there, and Timbaland was on there, and I was just like, just blown away at the production.
Timbaland went off in that song.
He went off, and I was just like, what are these doing? And I was listening to headphones, and I was like, this, and the lyrics, and the mixes, and I was like, this is just incredible, and I was blown away. And then after that, I don't know, like, I'm not really easily impressed. Like, I'm like, okay, that's good, but I'm not like, whoa, let me, get engulfed with this sonically and, swim in the ocean of this album. I just don't really do that, like. And then the other one that got me was Justin Bieber. I really like Purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna say Justin Bieber. Yeah, he was a good. No, but I worked with Bieber, and I really thought I was gonna make the album, but I didn't. And he's a great guy, like definitely I think misunderstood, a really great dude. And that album, I just thought it was dope. So between those two, but really Future Sex Love Sounds. After that, I just like songs, because I feel like people stopped making albums around that time. So now, like, I get it, and it'll be like, oh, I like this song, I like this song, but it won't really be very, very cohesive, a cohesive body of work to me. It'll be, like, all over the place. So that's why it's such a hard question for me, because I'm like, it's also like a dying art, the art of the album, because the music industry transitions from album sales to single sales.
Yeah, it's streaming now.
Yeah, so it's like, why do...
Boogie #1 album for the last 3 months. I actually still haven't even listened to it, but because streaming's so big, he only sold, like, 1,000 units.
What?
You don't need to actually sell, which sucks, because like I love listening to full albums.
Me
like,
too.
If it's perfect, I will go out of my way to buy it. I will listen to the whole thing back and front.
Exactly.
That was J. Cole's album, honestly, for me. It was amazing. I was very impressed. I was like, wow. But he's a real artist. Like, he could rap. I give him that. Like, Drake is good. He's very like commercialized. Drake is like easy like to put on the radio. But like J. Cole is real. He's disgusting. He's good. I give him props. And Jay-Z needs to come out with another album.
Yeah.
Because
I
he
would
was
love to
good
hear
too.
another Jay-Z album.
I was impressed. Kanye, come on.
Yandi.
He was good, but like he needs to be better.
Yeah, we talk about this every week. We're
Ever getting
We're
Yandi.
bringing it. You know Lupe Fiasco?
Yeah.
He's disgusting.
Yeah, Lupe got bars.
I'm talking about like his beats, like his old school album. He'll put like violins
Like
and
Kid Push and stuff, yeah.
He's disgusting. Good. I'm sorry.
Good choices. Solid
Good
choices.
yeah.
Because they're solid choices with solid backing. Like solid reasonings. Yeah.
Yeah, 7th grade me is screaming right now. The Battle Scars, remember that song? Dude, that throws me all the way back. It wasn't a Lupe song, it was a Lupe feature.
Okay.
Battle Scars, like that one.
I don't think I know it. I feel bad.
Lupe went off of that.
If I hear the beat.
People, I'm not gonna sing for y'all, but like.
You sound pretty good, man. You might have to come to the studio.
I
I'm
can't.
down.
He did Superstar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was when it was on the Kids Bop thing.
Was it Adam Levine?
It was on Kids Bop. You bought like a McDonald's meal. It came with a CD. I was like, since when? Oh yeah, I was bumping Kids Bop then.
CDs, man.
I remember that. I remember going to the
That's
college
a
game
big-
at Happy
And you
Meal.
get a CD. I was
you
like,
got a
that's
CD.
what's
I
up.
still have it.
That's
Probably
what's,
somewhere.
I think I might have.
Yeah, the CDs disappearing is so crazy. Like, again, walking through Times Square and dudes be having CDs like, yo, and I'm like, I don't even know how to play that.
My car does not have a CD
Yeah,
player.
it's like,
my
yo, check this
laptop
out. It's
doesn't
like,
have a CD player.
how?
But then that goes back to why we get mad at streaming, because our cars don't have that. You plug in your adapter, your thing,
Yeah,
and it's
your
just
aux
it's
cord.
over. You know, so like it's also
They
like
forcing us that into
Yeah.
to that.
Into the
the
streaming.
technology is like you got to do streaming. You know, and then everybody gets mad that we're doing streaming, but with a solid reason, like
Yeah.
because the artist is not getting anything. You know.
Somebody should come with another car that does not run on gas. It runs on like water, or I think it should run on urine.
What?
You make a car, yes, I'm telling you. If you make a car that can run on urine, you be like,
Over it.
what? And it can turn that into like something, and be like, ooh, and like, and you can actually drive. And it got CD players in there. It got eight tracks. It got every form, cassettes, VHS, every form of media.
You got it.
Yeah, and it can run out that. I think it would change the world.
It's funny though, because
That's
like
where you're
CDs.
investing your $1 million.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's
And
where
then
it's going.
you just get more people to ride with. The further you go, the more people you need in the car.
No, it's funny how like CDs kind of died, but like records, like vinyl records and like Walkman are kind of like popping up
Coming
again.
back up.
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit,
It's so funny how that works out.
Vinyl's dope though. Like I want like that's like cool. I feel like if you have somebody over and it's like candlelit dinner and stuff, and you be like, check this out. You put the needle on the record and be like,
Oh my
you know what I mean?
Hold on, he cooking some ideas up right
That's
now.
You're gonna be like, yo, he put out a record. You're like, what kind of record?
he's so-
Like the like the new Kalani? Like no, like
So if you get
Earth,
an
Wind, and
Aventura
Fire.
record for a Dominican lady, it's a wrap.
It's over. It's over.
don't tell me
He's
that.
like, wait.
I'm gonna be
Oh my
Googling. I'm gonna catch on fire real quick. I'm gonna find it.
Gonna prime that.
There should be more record stores though, to be honest. I would love. The only thing is like FYE and Best Buy. Like,
It's kind of hard to find.
yeah.
There's more in New York, and I know there's a really big one I went to recently in Edison, I think.
It's,
They have like a lot of like older records,
to
but like
look it
some
up.
newer records too.
'Cause
There's one that we work with that's not
Oh, that's the one I'm talking
yeah,
about.
vintage
That's the
vinyl
one I'm talking
records.
Vintage
Vintage
vinyl
vinyl
There we
records.
Because
go.
just to sit there and chill, drink a coffee or something, and listen to music,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's relevant.
I used to love going to the record store and just like previewing a bunch of albums and
Lucky
seeing like,
you.
okay, I want to get this one, and then I buy it and I be like, can't wait because I already know what I'm getting into. Now it's like,
The closest thing I got to that is you go to Barnes and Nobles. Go to Barnes and Nobles and they're sexy.
They have a lot. They're low key.
I know. Go to Barnes and
I
Nobles.
bought 3 or 4 records
For
from
real.
Barnes and
Barnes.
Nobles, you can do that.
Barnes, yeah, they
Yeah.
got the headphones. I'm like, yes. And
That's
I'll
awesome.
sit there and chill and like, let me listen to some stuff. For real. Best Buy don't even got the headphones to sample stuff no
Nope.
more. That's rude.
And their selection is kind of garbage.
It is.
Have Best Buy coming after us.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it was so good.
Yo, the amount of times that we call people out on this show. It's
Too
just...
many. We're gonna get hit with a cease and desist pretty
Oh,
soon.
So you gotta drop an album vinyl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
I
got
said
it.
FYE sells them.
I
I've
mean,
seen
but
them there.
your album.
I would do it. I would do it, and it would only be that, so I would force them to go buy somebody. But
Yeah.
and then you gotta buy the actual thing.
exactly
turntable,
how you
yeah.
gonna play it.
Well, good. Maybe you guys need it. You know, it's classic. It's classic. It's a conversation.
They sell them at
starter.
Best Buy.
It's there.
There's
Well,
no record
Amazon.
players at Best Buy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I got mine.
Amazon.
yeah.
That's dope.
I've seen them at
I'm gonna give
Walmart,
me one, man.
Target. They sell them. They
Back.
want to stay relevant. It's cute. It's antique. You're like, ooh, she's character. You know.
Adds character to the room.
Yeah.
You know.
For real.
Antique.
Conversation. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're soulful. Thank you. Alrighty.
All right, guys.
Sorry.
No.
Talking, talking.
Nah, it's all good. I think.
I hope you enjoyed our conversation.
Of course I did.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
This is live.
Yeah, but yeah. Thank you for coming up, taking time out of your busy schedule, out of producing and recording to come up here and spend time here on what you've been missing.
No, this was fun.
Yeah, keep doing some good work, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
We'll be back. We'll be back. That's
rocking.
even when a girl's like famous and we out there, I'll still come here and be like, yes, I'm here. I would. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back and be like, check
They're
out my
like,
new
excuse me.
urine, fuel vehicle. Don't mind the smell, player.
Oh my God. Yeah, you died. Someone's dying in your car. I can't. Oh my God. Your girl, your Dominican girl, don't pick me up in that.
Oh, dang,
She'll
see?
say that. She
Dang.
will say
She'll
that.
call you out.
She'll call you out. She might even say it's you.
Nah, man,
I gotta figure that part out.
roll up to her house. And she's like, "What's that smell?"
I gotta figure that part out.
I'm like, my car
A
is
little
running.
overzealous with the ideas.
That's okay.
Well, what's it? In 15 years, vinyls and urine-powered cars.
Yeah.
If you got anything from this interview, just know that. So, with 20 minutes left in our show, just going to some regular music. We got Future, Kanye, Kodak, and whatever else time allows us to go. So again, just thank you for coming up here and spending time with us.
Thanks for having
Yes.
us.
Keep an eye out for Tiana. Go
Yeah,
on her
keep-
YouTube channel to
Go
watch
on
that.
YouTube,
Yes.
Instagram,
Music
all
video.
that.
Yes.
It might be sexy, I don't know.
Yeah. Close your blinds. Close your blinds. Turn off your lights.
Don't watch it with your mom.
Light a
Don't.
candle.
Please don't. Watch it with your friends. Well, yes. Yes,
Individually, so y'all get some more
individually.
views,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. You know, it's fun to watch. Even if you're there to make fun of me, it's cool. I
Send it-
do it to myself.
Send it to your grandma, send it to everybody, you know what I'm
You
saying? Send it
never
to your
know.
pastor,
Real.
your rabbi.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get some lawsuits headed. Sorry.
But yeah, again, check our Twitter at WSOU_WCBM to find out their Instagram. And yeah, I think that does it here. We got some Unicorn Perp, Future, Gunna, and the Young Thug coming up next. But yeah, this does it for what you've been missing. Make sure you tune back here next week. Same time, same place. 89.5 FM, WSOU. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your nights.
Bye.
Hey, wait. Let me do it.